But this is not due to us, this is due to our ancestors who started the ITMA 60 years ago. But now I give the word to the organizer and to the lady sitting next to me, the acting president of ISNV, the organizer of ITMA.
Thank you, Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, the press of the associations, everybody, a warm welcome. It's so great to have you all here. And as Ernesto just said, it's wonderful that we are finally here to make it and to meet again friends and colleagues and to have so many people attending this fair. I'm sure everybody of you is also happy that there finally is a fair again happening. ITMA is going to be the one and only show for and future-proof their businesses. In the Industry 4.0 era, the focus is on digitalization. Of course, also in the situation, we have a lot of exhibitors here. And if you have already been on the fairground, as I had been already this morning, I was overwhelmed. Europe, but also ITMA Asia in Asia. And we'll also have the next show this November in Shanghai. And we are hoping that many of you will come there as well. Thanks again for joining this press conference. Thanks for your support and for your interest. And let's work together to make this industry more sustainable and more successful in future. Thank you.
I'd now like to invite Mr. Maurer to deliver his opening speech.
But let's look back a little bit. We were here the last time in 2015 in Milan. And there we had the theme Mastering the Art of Sustainable Innovation. In 2019, Transforming the World of Textiles. If you look a little bit critically to these themes, you notice that they're very similar, not to say the same. Therefore, my question, didn't we do anything since then? That we have to reuse our theme again and again? I don't think that is true. And I believe that the theme, Transforming the World of Textiles, has never been that accurate as right now after those 4 years that are just behind us with the pandemic and with the changes in the world. Being deemed dead or doomed to be dead. But this is not true. And I'm very happy to see that ITMA 2023 is now reopening stronger than before. We are now 4% higher with our exhibitors than we were in 2019. Some might say, and I'm not going to cite all the halls that you will see. You have programs in front of you. You're not waiting for me to just listen. But I think it is worthwhile looking into it. Yesterday, I had the opportunity and the honor to talk to the textile manufacturers. Floor space they're covering is 37%, more than a third of ITMA. Thank you very much, Alex. Then, closely followed by Germany with 197. And I'm proud to say, on the third place, we have Switzerland. But together, these three countries make up 57% of the floor space. And this is impressive. We're in Europe, and 3 countries cover more than half of the floor space. If we then take the other larger machine producers such as Turkey, China, and Italy, they make another 25%. So together, these 6 exhibiting countries are counting up to 82% of the floor space. Issue that I forgot something very important that you wanted to add, no?
Yes, because I'm going to announce that next ITMA will be held again in Milan, right? Why are you laughing? I'm Peter. It's not like that. I'm wrong?
Yes, you're wrong. Okay.
Oh my God.
I wanted to give the floor to Alex because he fought so hard. Joke. I'm glad to announce ITMA 27 will be held again in Germany. ITMA 27 will be from the 16th to the 22nd of September in Hanover. And therefore, I think this is a great applause. Thank you. And we're going to Hanover. Okay, please.
An important announcement, one we didn't want to miss. Okay, so let's kick things off. If you're happy to raise your hands if you have any questions, and we'll begin by opening the floor. Would anybody like to start? No questions? Wow, we covered everything. Nobody has a question at all for our panel today. We have one just here, okay. Just one moment, we'll bring a microphone for you.
Okay, the three themes. The three themes were given last 3 editions. So now we are in the stage of transforming. What would be the fourth stage when we go to Hanover? Have you thought about it?
You're way ahead of our time. I think it would be wrong to use the same transformation again. Then it would show that we didn't do anything. I am convinced that we did a lot and yet a lot to come, but I would rather go for that theme when we've seen this ITMA through, and then we're going for the next theme. But I'm sure it must be something that we drive the change. I think that is very important. But I don't want to forfeit the theme.
Alex, did you have something to
Yeah, I
add?
just want to spend a few words because behind the sheet there are a lot of people working to make this exhibition successful. So when you organize an exhibition like this with over 1,700 exhibitors, believe me, there is a hard work behind. And most of the time we forget the people, they are working very hard. I would like to first thank Sylvia. I don't see her here around.
Thank you.
With your team. I want to thank also Dr. Peregata, that is the director of ASIMIT, with all the team. They are all available here. Thank you. And obviously also Fiera Milano, that made available this wonderful venue. Unfortunately, next exhibition will be, I tried to, but it was not possible. So just following what Ms. Regina told before, she mentioned about Industry 4.0. No? Yesterday night, together with Ernesto, we attended this textile General Assembly, and you believe or not, I was moderating the panel and talking about Industry 5.0. Because it's the next, despite most of the companies are still struggling to complete what Industry 4.0 was asking for, we are already working on 5.0. 5.0 is a big change, now it's not the case to talk about that too long, but basically, as Industry 4.0 was mostly communicated machine to machine, 5.0 is machine and people, machine and operators. I believe during this exhibition, you see already some steps move toward this future, where the person, the man, the people become more at the center of the operation. And this is a great step. Since we have an unbelievable quantity of people from the media, one of the major problems that we raised up yesterday night was about to find worker people to make this field more attractive. We need young people, you need new generation step in our field. I believe, Regina, I know you are also a strong supporter of this concept. And then we have to do we are doing as much we can in order to attract young people. To work in our company, it is not simply to fix a bolt and so on. Now it's completely changed. From outside, maybe the people see us like a mechanic. Oh, why I should go inside the factory just to do this, do that. No, really, nowadays we need more qualified people, skilled people, and the new generation is in the right path, in the right position, because everybody has a lot of confidence.
Reasonable and doable and feasible. And that is our job. And I really welcome your question, and I can assure you we are there. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so no further questions, but could we just say a big...
Is now a very well established exhibition in the world of textiles. It has emerged after China joined the WTO, the World Trade Organization, in 2001. It's not 2, but 2.5, 3, or even more. And that project has proven to be very successful. In the last 4 years, and again I talk about COVID, it has become a very difficult task to do this show. And as many of you, we may summarize them also as some of the Muslim countries, they had difficulties to attend the show in Shanghai. So, in the midst of the pandemic, we from Sematex, together with our Chinese partners, were looking for a solution to that. And the solution was found. As you can imagine, bringing two strong partners together is not a work of one day. It was a work of months, and it was not really made easier that we couldn't meet face to face. The whole coordination and coming together was done over video meetings, and I don't remember, it was definitely a 2-digit figure that we wanted to do this show. And it's now my great pleasure. And I'm very glad, and this is something that really fills me with joy, that our Chinese partners are absolutely willing to keep our good friendship and partnership to do it together in Singapore. And this is something that I gladly announce, because we have this show end of October. From 28th to the 31st of October 25, we're going to be in Singapore together with our partners. And it is for us very important that we celebrate this in a proper way. And we want to make here the official signing ceremony of our partnership that's going to be held in October 25 in Singapore. Singapore not only being a very lively city, a city of commerce, a center in Asia, but it has been the host of ITMA Asia 20 years ago. Once in 2001 and once in 2005. So 20 years after the show, the last show in Singapore, we have a revival of that show. We Swiss people are proud of our Carandache pens, and I am happy to present Mr. Gu, my friend, with a suitable pen to sign it. Thank you very much.
Das haben Sie super gemacht.
As well as to encourage outstanding research. And further to Mr. Maura's point in the press conference, it's also an opportunity to celebrate and recognise young talent, which is so important. It's with great excitement that we welcome all of our finalists today from both categories of the award. We'd also like to thank all of our judges for their commitment in curating the award applications over the past few months. The panel of judges for industry excellence are Ms. Amina Razvi, Executive Director of Sustainable Apparel Coalition, Mr. Ernesto Maura, President of SEMATEX, Mr. Dirk van Guyman, Director General of the European Apparel and Textile Confederation, Mr. John Mowbray, Founder and Director of MCL News and Media. The panel of judges for Research and Innovation Excellence are Mr. Lutz Walter, Secretary General of the European Technology Platform for the Future of Textiles and Clothing, Professor Lieve van Leeuwenhoek, General Secretary of the Association of Universities for Textiles, and Mr. Johan Diebel, CEO of Forschungs Futorium Textile EV. Without further ado, I'd now like to invite Mr. Ernesto Maura, President of SEMATEX, to come on stage and deliver his speech.
Good morning again. I'm afraid that you hear me again and again and again. The Sustainable Innovation Award is one of my most beloved babies of ITMA 2023. As the Master of Ceremony already mentioned, it's now its third edition after 2015. Thank you. And to me, it's one of the most invigorating things to do for our industry. You heard my colleague from ISNV. You heard Alex Zucchi as president of Agimit and myself. We need new talents. We need new ideas. When I was the CEO of one of those manufacturing companies,
Okay, so we'll begin with announcing the fibre as a sustainable and renewable resource for reinforcement of polylactic acid. So we have Ms. Sodegar and her thesis supervisor too, Professor Thomas Greaves. Could we welcome you on stage to join her? Philip was nominated by two Dresden Institute of Textile Machinery and High Performance Material Technology. His thesis is numerical simulation of the structural and pull-out behaviour of parametrically generated profile carbon polymer yarns.
The lightning, come further.
I don't like that.
Looks like you have a special tattoo.
Special tattoo.
So we have a representative here. Mahiva was nominated by the Institute for Textile Technin of Aachen University, and her thesis is life cycle assessment and evaluation of composite pressure vessel end-of-life recycling. This is Mr. Kumar Joyce, who is receiving the award on her behalf.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Please.
And now let's invite the winner, Mr. Weigel, on stage.
But here I go, and I'm very happy to be the finalist for this year's ITMA Innovation Award. And with my thesis that I submitted numerical simulation of profiled yarns, profiled carbon polymer yarns. I am very happy to be part to transform this world, especially the construction industry, to a more sustainable future, and to a better future that saves resources and ensures that we as humans all together can live.
Of the S.p.A. group. We have Mr. Vincenzo D'Ascensio, CEO of Denim Moda S.r.l, Mr. Stefano Pizzingrilli, President of Denim Moda, nominated by Enrique Silla, President of Genealogica.
Like a tattoo,
And we also have Mr. Celestino Panzieri, Product and Business Development Manager from Le Monte S.p.A, nominated by William Mocha, President and CEO of Navis Cheaptex. We have quite the crowd. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of ITMA 2023 Sustainable Innovation Award for Industry Excellence goes to Mr. Alberto Candiani of Candiani S.p.A.
I know.
This is for the innovation of Candiani Custom.
Now we have to make sure that you don't drop it.
Is the light very bad?
Okay, better like that.
Much better. Okay, thank you.
Let's also invite Sergio Gori.
Grazie.
Big smiles, thank you very much. Okay, we'd like you to remain on stage.
I will definitely come to you.
Factory innovation.
Thank you very much.
We've also got a rep from Genealogica to join them as well. Thank you.
Right there, please. Good. One more. Here you go.
Perfect, yes, thank you.
This is yours. Okay.
These certificates, thank you.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you. Without them, our project couldn't be really possible nor completed. So what is this project about? First of all, I'm Alberto Candiani, president of Candiani Denim. We're a textile company. We manufacture denim, so the fabric they make the jeans with, since 1938, and we do it 37 kilometers from here in Rovereto, which is in the Ticino. And in order to validate this into the B2C, we decided to open the Candiani Custom, which I all invite you to visit. It is located in the very city center of Milano, in Piazza Mentana, and there we make custom-made jeans. So you pick your fabric, you pick your wash, you pick your accessories, and we all know that customization and personalization will be a big part of our industry going forward. So yeah, it is a small branded Candiani operation, which was made possible thanks to FK Group, because the cutting table is what really gives us the possibility to scale up the numbers within the store, because if we would artisanally cut those jeans, it would take forever to make them. But together with them, we're able to scale the numbers. So once you get in, obviously, you get your fit, and then we take your measurements and we tailor it up to you, and then it goes automatically through to the cutting table, where we digitally shape your jeans, and we cut it, and from there we take it, and in a week or two we give it to you, or we send it to you. So once again, customization and is a dream in a way. We know that if we take large numbers, it's not easy to be scaled globally, but it's the only true response to overproduction. Overproduction, we know, legislators are working on it. It is something which we will have to face. And if you really want to go premium, I believe you deserve to customize your own jeans. And this is something which we finally offer in the very city center of Milan. And once again, I'm glad to invite you there. This is Candiani's second ITMA Sustainable Award, Innovation Award. And this one makes me even prouder because it's happening in Milano, and it's a good sign of the consistency and the continuity we achieved through the years. 4 years ago, we won more on the textile side with our B2B, and this year with our B2C experience. And to me, B2C, that C doesn't really stand for consumer anymore. That C stands for citizen. If you actually have the time to spend with the citizen, a little time while you craft his jeans, that elevates the experience to a different level. The consumer itself is a very cold sort of subject that doesn't probably understand the beauty of what we do, but once again, if that C stands for citizen, then you can also drive that. It's an honor to win this award again, and thank you very much, FK Group.
Here at ITMA 2023, and we hope to see you all again at ITMA 2027 in Germany. Have a great trip.